guys, what is up and welcome back to my channel. This video I am super excited about, like you guys have no idea. I wanted to record this yesterday, but I gave it up to hang out with a friend. So if that friend is watching, just know that I gave this up for you. This video is going to be episode number 4 of my recreating Pinterest bullet journal spreads series. That made sense how I said that. Pretty much this whole series is, in my free time, I'll go on Pinterest because I frequent Pinterest quite a lot. If you do not know what Pinterest is, it's a place on the internet that you can pretty much look at anything. You can find stuff to buy, you can find inspiration, like if you are a graphic designer, or you can pretty much find anything on there. There are links to blog posts, pretty much anything. On there, people post photos of bullet journal spreads that they make or that they find or whatnot, and I find them and then I like the look of them, and then I come on here and I film myself recreating it digitally. Maybe treat this as a draw with me, or if you want inspiration or you didn't know that you can actually make bullet journal spreads digitally, well, yes you can. If you want to learn some tidbits here and there, that's fine, but I just do this for fun because I just like to make things, and I thought, why not record that? And the pin that I'm going to recreate is this one right here. This one is actually found on Instagram. Yes, I did my research and I backtracked, and it's by the account called alewia.journal. So I'm going to be recreating this spread that you see here on the screen right now, and in the description I will link my Pinterest account, my Pinterest board that this can be found on, and the section and the pin itself, so that you can follow me if you so please, follow my boards, whatever, and also for credit's sake. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you like my content in general, hit the subscribe button to join my little family and get my face in your description box. Did I say description? I meant subscription. Yeah, so yeah. So without further ado, I'm going to get right on into it. So let's go. So as you see here, we have my lovely iPad, which you have definitely seen before. I was excited to film this because yesterday I got a new contraption for my videos, and it's what's holding my camera up right now. I got myself a C-stand, and so I was excited. So now you guys get to see my hands on my iPad here, which, yes, the background is one that I made that I really like. I have a phone version, I have a tablet / iPad version, but I should do a desktop version. I might actually put it on my Pinterest wallpapers board, so if you want to check that out, you can. But so I'm also going to be using my lovely Apple Pencil here. She's a beauty. We love her. She's great. So I'm going to show you. So I went onto Pinterest, right? Here's my Pinterest board. It's saved. And then, so under digital planner stuff here, I have a section for physical bullet journal stuff. I found this one and I really liked it. So then I kind of backtracked. But then on Instagram, don't know why I did that, but okay, we're gonna go to my saves, and I saved it. And it is actually by this account. It's right here. This is the account that it is from. So I will link this Instagram account in the description box below. But yeah, so do I have this picture downloaded? No. So now how to download pictures from Pinterest is you go on the pin that you want, you hit these 3 dots right here, you hit that, you hit download image. And then, so the app that I'm going to use to make it is called Art Studio Pro. It's right here. This is the pattern that I made for the wallpaper. But anyway, so I'm going to make a new document by going up here to File, New, Empty, and I would normally do a device size, but we're gonna do it the size that I normally make my digital planners, which is actually in inches. So the width would be 10 inches and the height is 6.25. I like to work at 300 dpi or dots per inch, which in this case it says pixels per inch. Sorry, and I like to work in a transparent background. So then up here I hit create. And there's my blank canvas. You can't really see it, but it's just a transparent. It's got like the checkerboard thing. You can't really see it, but it's there. Now I'm going to be using a blank bullet journal template that I made that I actually sell on my shop that I have. It's called Tiffany's Creative Mind. I will be doing a video on that channel with this rig, so I won't be going through in this video how to use the book or the journal, but I will be doing it briefly just to show you my setup here. Sorry. So here I want a background, and if you've noticed in a lot of my stuff, I do use a whitewood background, which I got from Creative Market. So I will link that below if you want to buy that. But I'm just gonna go up here to layer, add, and I think it might be in my file. So we're gonna go add layer from file. And I'm gonna find it somewhere. Should be, I think, under my downloads, I think. Yes, it's right here. I use this everywhere, literally everywhere. So what I did was I need to transform it, which means to move it around. On top here I have my shortcuts, and one of them says TRA, which means transform. So I tap that and it brings up this. So I want to keep the ratio. So then I'm just going to drag it so it fits the size and covers the whole thing like that, and I'll put it in the middle like that. Okay, and now I'm gonna add in my book thing, my journal. I know what I'm trying to say. So I go layer, add from photos, is right here. I have 4 different colors available. I have a pastel blue, pastel pink, pastel purple, and a mint green. So I feel see, now I would normally use a pastel blue because that's the color that I like, but for this video I'm going to be using the purple one because I feel it matches the spread better. So I'm just going to make this smaller like this, have it fit on there. See how it has that pastel purple cover? You see that? Yeah, and then it's got the dots on it. So this is the blank. So all the colors are the different covers pretty much. So we have that. So now I need a reference for what I want to then recreate. So just like Procreate, this has a reference feature. So I'm gonna hit view up at the top. I'm going to go to reference panel, and it's going to bring this little box up right here. So I'm going to hit the 3 dots, load from photos, because we downloaded it. I'm going to hit that right there. And there's the photo. See, as you see, it kind of matches the vibe of the purple here. So, since we can't see the whole thing, but we can see enough that we can tell what it is. So I feel I want to do the boxes first. So they're just long rounded rectangles. So how I do that, you're gonna first want to make a new layer. So hit the layer thing up here, hit the plus button, right, and then I'm gonna hit the square select tool, which they call the rectangular marquee tool. And then I'm going to, on the side here, hit this to fix the settings of it. And in the corner Radius, I'm gonna go for 60 pixels. Sure. Now we're just gonna draw it out. Just like this. That is not big enough, so I'm gonna just that might be too big. But a little bit smaller. Yeah, sure. Now in here it shows that they're different colors, so maybe we'll do like purple, pink, blue maybe. So I'm gonna put on the bucket fill tool, and then over here I'm sorry, my throat is not wanting to cooperate with me right now. I have a bunch of colors saved over here, so with me being me, we'll use like a pastel purple because me. So I picked that in my color thing. I got my paint bucket tool selected, and then we're just gonna tap into it, and it fills that selection. And I just like to deselect it by doing that. Is that too big? Might be too big. So we're going to transform it again, but don't do the aspect ratio. We're going to try this, and then I'm just going to duplicate it, which I do have. I have a shortcut on the top here. DUP, duplicate. Then I use the move tool. I'm going to move it over like this. Yeah, this might be too big. These days do not have. I know what I'm trying to say. I got to fix it like this. That's probably the best we're gonna get it, honestly. So I'm just going to move them over like this, duplicate. Trying to fit these all in here, guys. It's difficult, more difficult than you might think. Might need to be real thin. Duplicate. So now I'm just going to kind of make them the same distance apart from each other. So in the layers panel, we're going to hit S for select, and then we're going to hit this one, and we're going to hit this one. And then I'm going to distribute it evenly horizontally like that. Then we'll group them so that they stay together, and then we can duplicate them. Drag them on the other side like this. Maybe we can fix them this way. So I'm gonna go to the first side like this. Don't do the ratio, and just slide them over like that, and then do the same thing with this layer. Just hit transform, drag them over. There we go. That was one way to do it. So we have that. Now we're going to change the color of each of them. So we can do something that's called like an alpha lock, which means I can only color on the content that is on that layer. So I'm going to come in here, pick the second one because we want the first one to be purple. So we're going to hit the second one here, tap it again, hit lock transparency. Gonna pick my pink color like that, and neon, we can just tap it and I'll change it. Do the same thing for the third one. Hit the blue. I'm going to lock the transparency. We're gonna tap that and it turns blue. Then we might as well just copy them over. I'm gonna do the transparency. We don't need those, we just can copy those. So while that layer is selected, I'm gonna hit the plus over here with the box around it, hit duplicate group, and then we're gonna use the move tool. I'm gonna move them over. Just like that. I feel like I just want to do the boxes first. Like that's what we're going for right now. So what we can do, I see that there's a white box in the middle. So what we can do for that is we can go to the first one, duplicate it, and then just fix the, like where it is. So bring this down a little bit, bring this over, bring this over. See, now I don't have the I don't have the ratio locked, so that's how I can free move it. Do that. And then we're gonna go to a white like this. Gonna hit we're on the paint bucket tool, and we're just gonna tap that and it turns white. See, I know that these are kind of small, but in the photo they probably have a bigger notebook than I have here, which is okay. So then I'm just going to duplicate that and move that white box over to the rest of the things, and of course it's behind everything. I duplicate it, put that in front of it. And we're gonna come over here. Going to duplicate that, bring it over here. Gonna put it in there. Gonna duplicate that. Move it over to this one. I'm gonna duplicate it again. Move it over to this one. So now we have the white boxes, as you see, that's made from this. And now the name of the day is in cursive. So on a brand new layer, because it's good to work with layers, I'm gonna use the paintbrush tool, and I have a couple of them saved because apparently Art Studio Pro likes to try to pretend to be Procreate. And now they let you save the size of your brush like Procreate can do. So I have this one saved here. This is at 5 pixels with the basic pen, which is the pen that I like to use, you know, just to do like thinner lines. And I am going to attempt to write in cursive the names of these days. In black. Then I like to also view the grid so that I kind of have a guide. That I can go on. There we go. And I'm just gonna, I don't want it to snap to the grid though. Just take off the snap. Need to still fix the grid to make it smaller. There we go. So that one's very thin, so maybe we can make it a little thinner, or not. Can I use the fine liner and do it that way? That's a more thinner brush. I mean, it doesn't look bad, it just doesn't look that great, but we can try it. doesn't look bad. We're just gonna move it to where we need it. I feel like I need to fix that. And then we have a dot over here for the day, or for the the number day. So I can add that. They do have a circle selection tool. I'm just going to use that. We're going to make sure it's on 1:1 ratio, so it's a perfect circle. Just going to draw it like that. Put it on a new layer. Do the bucket fill tool and make sure it's on black, and just tap in it and it fills it. Look at that. So then I'm going to move it to the corner. I just learned that the day of the week is in lowercase, so I'm just going to redo that. And that's why I tend to use the grids to keep me from writing not on a slant. There we go. There we go. Now that's better, isn't it? So now I'm just gonna write out the rest of the weeks, the days of the week. I can't talk apparently. When I'm being filmed, I can't do it apparently. And since it's on the same layer, we're going to use the lasso tool to just move the Tuesday. I'm going to duplicate the dot so I can bring it over here. And then I'm just going to do it for the rest of the blocks, and then I will be back with you guys. So I just finished doing the boxes with the days of the week in them, and I didn't put the X's in the corner though, but I can go and do that. Now we have these clouds on top being hung by lines. So on a new layer, I'm gonna draw the lines. I'm going to use my other basic pen because it's thicker, and I'm just going to draw some random lines just like this. But that might be too many. So we can erase some of them. I'm gonna try to, I need room, so I need to make it shorter. On a new layer, I'm going to draw like a cloud shape. Maybe the bottom of it is like flat, and then we're just gonna, that's not that bad. She's not that bad. But I'm going to alpha lock it, and then I'm going to make it different colors. So I'm gonna make this one a purple, so I'm just going to do this. And then I'm going to fill it in with a purple. And for some reason, it doesn't like to fill to the edge, so we're gonna have to fix that. By just drawing over the lines. Look at that. That's not that bad. So then I'm just gonna duplicate my cloud and I'm gonna move it over to this line right here. And then I'm just gonna keep on doing that. And then again, I'm gonna alpha lock them, and I'm gonna make them different colors as they are up here. Probably just pink and purple because that's what I see up here. Look at that, isn't that cute? I know. Then there's some clouds down the bottom, so we can duplicate that and move them around. I assume we're just like for decoration. Cute things like that. Here, we're just gonna move it over here because at the bottom we have the name of the month, which just says January. So I'm gonna try to do that on a new layer. I mean, that doesn't look that bad, does it? I moved my iPad. Whoops. I know my cursor doesn't look like that, but you know, a bullet journal is supposed to be like what you like. I'm sorry, I did not know that that camera stopped recording, but at least you had this top-down shot to look at. So a bullet journal, I mean, it's obviously my handwriting because that's kind of what it should be. But I'm gonna wrap myself out here and say that I think the last time I did this, I used text because I didn't like how my handwriting looked. Maybe if I use my own handwriting, it might be, you know, mine. So that's what I did, and this looks really cute. I think I might want to change the blending mode on it. But, so I'm gonna merge these all together. Of course or I can group these all together instead because it keeps the layers at least separate. Now, I never thought about doing this until now. But I'm going to group all of these layers that are not the journal and the background. I'm going to select them all. And then hit the plus with the box around it and hit group select layers. And then under the blending mode, I'm going to make it look like that was like drawn on. So, can we do multiply? Oh, that does it way better. Maybe bring down the opacity a little bit so it looks like it was done in marker. Wow, that looks actually pretty cool. I like that. And now if you wanted to use this with this app, Art Studio Pro, you can export it as a PDF to use in like GoodNotes, or if you use Zinnia, which I'm gonna show you in Zinnia because that's a bullet journaling app. So I'm gonna come up here to File, Export, and then under the choose a format, as you see we have a PDF, so we're gonna hit that. Next. Then I'm going to save it to my files. I'm gonna name it, so we're gonna name it like Dreamy Weekly Spread. Screw it. Sure. I'll do it that way, then I'll save it in my files. Save. And I'm gonna go into Zinnia because if you did not know, Zinnia can now import PDF files. That is an update, so we hit New Journal, Import PDF. I'm gonna import PDFs that I just made. And there it is. Look how cute that looks. I know. Look at that. Then up here, you can use your any tool you want. I'm on the technical pen. Like Monday, you can do like exercising. I want it to be small. Can be like film, video. Yeah, I can go there, right? Then like over here, you can be like, you know, edit, TikTok, you know. And then Wednesday we can do, like doctors at 1 p.m. You know, things like that, you know? Then let's say, here, I'll just, then I'm going to make it white so that over here we can do like maybe like the 14th, and then just keep going from there. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then I know like 20th would be next week, but there you go, see? Or what you could do is you can make your little notebook and then import the actual spread as a PNG and then just like do it that way. But I never had that idea to actually change the like blending mode on it. I never had that idea until now. So that might help make it look more realistic, because as you saw, if it like was more opaque, it kind of looked a bit strange. But when I made it look like it was like done in like marker on paper, it kind of makes it look more natural and more cute. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to do this yourself and make your own little bullet journal here, I do have these bullet journals on sale, or I'm selling them. They are on my website. I will link it down below if you want to check them out. They are digital, but they are all sold separately because Wix, the platform that I use to host my website, does not let you add variations for digital products as of right now. So each of them are a separate listing. So you would just go to the color that you want. The color will be in the title of the listing itself. So you just go to the one you want, and then like you can buy it from there. So you can do stuff like this and make your own little bullet journal spreads, you know, and then put it into Zinnia, or if you use GoodNotes or like any other PDF annotation app, you can do that as well. So yeah, I just showed you with Zinnia, but it'll work with GoodNotes, pretty pretty much anything that you have that will let you write on PDF documents. So that's an idea for you. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you like my content in general, hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button so that you get notified, and hopefully, and also get my face in your subscription box. But if you want to be notified, if YouTube will notify my subscribers, hit the bell so that you get to know when I upload. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.